Hi, everyone. Welcome to AAISP's Inside Sales Studio. This week's Monday Morning Sales Minute is brought to you by our proud sponsor, Salesforce.com. Be sure to stick around at the end to hear how their high-velocity sales can boost productivity for every salesperson every day and from anywhere. Hey, everyone. Thanks again for joining us on this week's Monday Morning Sales Minute. I'm here with our very own Ashley Gagliano. Ashley, how are you?
Good.
Ashley, I tell people you're one of the best salespersons I know, and you do such a great job, and you have so many tips, so many ideas. This week, you're going to talk a little bit about how do you get to the ask, right, or the next step. And a lot of salespeople have trouble with that. What's your advice?
You know, there's a lot of ways you can do it, but I think the big thing is just being, just getting to the point and doing it immediately. Don't sugarcoat things. Don't, and ah, just ask. And I think a big thing is I've been on, being on calls and getting to that next step or wondering, are they going to move forward? Why not just ask? What are our next steps? Is this something you're going to want to do? When do you want to do this? Just some simple questions like that can get you to that, to know what the next step is.
What I'm hearing you say is, don't sugarcoat, be direct in a way, professionally and appropriately direct. Don't wait too long. And if you're unsure, ask the question. Do you have an example of something, an exchange you had recently with a client or even a prospect?
Well, on an email, I'll give you two tips. For an email, one, I always obviously keep the email short, but I get to my ask right away, hey, do a little, little sugar coating in the beginning, because it's always nice to do that. But really just get to the point, here's the reason I'm reaching out. Do you have some time tomorrow or the next day at this time? And putting some time and saying, hey, my calendar link's below, let's just book some time, right?
Yeah, good.
That, I think the other big thing is when I'm on calls all the time, people will be like, yeah, let's talk in a couple weeks. Well, that's just so wishy-washy. Let's put a time on the calendar, because we're gonna forget about this conversation in probably the next hour. So let's book something now. Let's get it on the calendar while we're sitting here. So that's what I definitely recommend.
All right. So if you're out there, if you're a rep, even if you're a manager, I took away 2 or 3 from Ashley. Get to the point sooner versus later. Mm-hmm. Be direct in your ask. Please click the link below and find a time that works. Let's schedule this now. And, don't be too long. Don't be wishy-washy. Don't beat around the bush. So 3 really good tips.
I got one more.
Oh, let's hear it.
Sorry, I just do. So LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I always say, send a personalized message to anybody I connect with. And I say, hey, I really hope we have the opportunity to connect. And they usually come back and say, happy to connect, which I'm like, great. I'm so happy you accepted my connection. Hey, here's my calendar link. Let's talk in the next couple days. And here you can book right here. So that's another thing, really just go for it.
Yeah, I love that. I just love how you get to the point, you get to the ask, you're direct, but you're very friendly in your approach. If you're a salesperson, model Ashley's example here. Ashley, anything fun coming up with the AISP?
Yes. So next week on the 5th of November, we have our Women in Sales Summit, and it's not just for women, it is for men, and just pushing this movement forward. So hopefully all of you can join, and we'll hope to see you there.
I'm allowed to come to this too?
Oh, you are, and you better.
All right, I'll be there. Hope to see you. Hey, everyone, please stick around to hear a word from our sponsor, Salesforce.com. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Today isn't like it was before. And right now, we're all rising to the new challenges we face. When sales teams become remote and have to sell virtually, they need a dynamic tool that lets them work smarter by driving productivity, scaling best practices, and adapting with agility so they can build trusted customer connections. Salesforce High Velocity Sales is made for the moment and built to evolve. It helps managers lead remote sales teams and streamline the sales process. It keeps reps agile, meeting changing demands while boosting productivity for every employee. This is a new world in sales. Now you can win and thrive from anywhere.